So first of all, I start by removing any previous nail varnish I have on my nails, and I like to use an acetone-free nail varnish remover. You can pick this up at any drugstore or any department store. It doesn't really matter which one you use, and whether you want added benefits to your nail varnish remover, you may want it to condition the cuticles, but either way I just like to use a simple acetone-free nail varnish remover. So once I've removed the nail polish, I like to go in with a cuticle remover. Now I know a lot of people like to soak their nails and then remove the cuticles, but I find it equally as easy to use a cuticle remover. Now this one is by Strictly Professional, which I pick up from the beauty warehouse, a bit like Sally's Beauty Supply. And this is just called the Creamy Cuticle Remover. So what I like to do is just to place a towel underneath me and just to rinse my nails in the cuticle remover, and then to massage the product in to each nail. And this just helps loosen up the cuticles and make it a lot easier for me to remove them without actually damaging my nail. So after I've allowed that to soak in, I like to use a little device that looks like this, and I picked this up from CVS, and I don't really use this then because it really wears down quite fast, but I love to use this to trim the cuticle. I think it's one of the easiest things you can use to do on yourself. I find at the salons they use different equipment, but that's a lot easier to use because they're obviously doing it on you. But to do it on yourself, I find this is the easiest thing. So what I like to do is just lay my hand down like that, and then I take the end of the cuticle pusher and just trim off any excess cuticle by sliding it along the edge. And what it tends to do is it just picks up any dead skin around the nails, and it can make your nails look a lot longer as well if you have short nails like me. I mean, I'm actually trying to grow my nails at the moment because I've got a really bad habit of biting them, but I always like to make them look nice, or at least try to. And then whatever cuticles you have left, just wipe them on the towel. So now I've removed my cuticles, I like to buff my nail, and to buff my nail I use an OPI buffer which I picked up from the beauty supply store. And this just smooths out any ridges on your nails and just preps them for the nail polish. Don't know whether you can hear the rain, but it's really strange weather at the moment. It's been like sunny for the past week or so, and now it's like hailing down. I'm in my conservatory at the moment, so you can hear the rain on the glass roof. So now, since my nails aren't long, I don't really need to file them. So after I buff them, I like to go over with an OPI shiner, which basically is a bit like a buffer, but it adds a lot of shine to the nail. And you just use the same method as the buffer. So now I've buffed and shined my nails, I'm going to go in with a base coat. Now I normally use an OPI base coat, just the original one, but obviously because I'm trying to grow my nails, I've started to use Nail Envy, the original one, and this can be used as a base coat. The only problem with this is that it doesn't protect your nails from staining really, and that's the only downside, and it does make it really hard to take off the nail varnish that you apply on, but I'm going to use this anyway because I really do like the formulation. And if you haven't tried this, you should, because they do formulations for all types of nails. They have one for dry and brittle nails, they have one for nails that easily break, and yeah, it's a really nice product, so I'm going to use that as the base coat. And as you can tell, I really love OPI. I just think it's great. logo. And I'm going to be using an OPI polish called Atomic Orange, and I'm really loving like orange colours, especially for the lips. I love Red Square by NARS, and I thought I'd go for like a tangerine orangey red because you know, orange is really in this summer, and I just really wanted a nice bright colour for my nails. This appears a bit more red on camera, but it's actually quite orange. So I just like to shake it. And I always start off with my thumb. And what I like to do when I'm painting my nails, if I'll zoom in. Now what I like to do when I paint my nails is I always like to go across. So I've got a definite straight beginning of the nail. I'm probably going to do 2 coats of this because it looks a little bit streaky at the moment. And also I'm going to go over and get rid of any mistakes later. So I've actually decided not to paint a second layer because looking at them now, they look perfectly fine just with 1 layer. I did think the thumb was a bit streaky at first, but I think if I do 2 layers it might be a bit too thick. So now what I like to do is just go over and correct any mistakes I've made with the OPI Correct and Clean Up. And what this is nail varnish remover with a little tip like this. As you can see, mine's a bit dirty. So I just take the nail like that and just really gently just remove, but be careful you don't remove any of the polish on the actual nail. And as you can see, the end's a bit messy. It's because I used it before in another nail varnish, but you can also cut the ends off and you also get a replaceable tip at the other end, which I've already used, but I'm sure you can buy them online as well. Once I've applied the nail varnish and cleaned up around the nails, as you can see they're looking a lot more prettier now, I like to go in with a top coat, and the top coat I use is S's to Dry For, which is a quick drying top coat. And I normally alternate between this one and the OPI original top coat. So once the top coat is dry, I like to go over with some cuticle oil, and I really love the Essie Apricot cuticle oil because it smells amazing. And I just apply that onto all of my cuticles. And then just taking your other hand, just massage the oil into the cuticles. Now if you want to be extra pampered, you can also use a hand cream. My favourite hand cream is the Creme de la Mer hand treatment, which is great for your cuticles as well. You can use this as a multifunctional product, and I can guarantee you it will last you ages. I've had this for absolutely ages now, and it's fantastic. So yeah, that's my nail video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye!